As Crocus in-house designer, one of my favourite jobs is coming up with new and exciting plant combinations. Now, it's not rocket science, but if you want to have a go at trying to create some of your own, there are a few simple pointers that you need to follow. You need to think about the plants and think about things like shape, texture and colour. Now, for example, when we're looking at texture, this plant, a Regersea, has these fabulous, heavily textured, really quite solid, tropical looking leaves. It's also got the feature that the new growth comes up a sort of red flushed bronze colour, which is really pretty. So when I team that with something like this fern, which also comes up with a bronze flush, then the difference between this soft lacy frond and this quite solid corrugated leaf works really well together, and this would be an ideal combination for a shady spot. Then we think about colour, and of course you can always mix things that are close to one another in the colour spectrum, and they'll always look pretty good together. But don't be frightened of taking things from the polar opposite side of the colour wheel and mixing them together, because sometimes the fact that they're complete opposites makes the colours really vibrant. Also, when you're choosing plants, try to look at the detail. So for example, this little phlox, you might just think, oh, it's got blue flowers. But if you look really closely, you can see a rich plum eye. And that tells me that that phlox is going to grow really well with something that's got a plum-coloured flower. So just for an example, something like this Cirsium here, it's a perfect colour match. Even things like this Lunaria, which is looking beautiful. It's got the purple flowers, but it's also developing these really dark seed pods. So I would team that with something like this Anthriscus, which has the purple stained stems, which are almost the same colour as the seed pods. And of course then, again, I know they're going to be a perfect match in the border.